Anyone, and Mickey in the box now, can confirm that. Me and Vimto have worked extremely hard, and so's many others on here, to not only spread awareness, but we protected so many other women. We exposed real wrong-uns, real ones, and we've literally done what we can to report things to certain agencies to protect children. Now, if that makes us a bad team, then oh my God, I'd hate to see a really good team. Do you know what I mean? So this guy, Stella, never had an issue with me up until last weekend. Well, not even last weekend, he loved me. But then on Thursday, I explained to this man on a group chat and a call that I'm not playing no part in she said, he said. I am not fighting no battles for Stella, which I've got the proof of. So then he knew I was having a conversation with Paul, observer. So Paul was man enough to say sorry to me. And sorry, it takes a lot for someone to come off there and say, look, I'm sorry for what I did. And I respected that. I said, you know what, mate, I know it's not you. I know how easily influenced you can be. But I also told him, don't be so easily influenced, which I did, just like I did with Stella. You're really good people. Don't fall for things that you see online. But Stella just can't help it, can he? While I'm on the phone to Paul, I'm getting messages like, he's evil, he's this, he's that. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm not even answering to these. And I didn't. Just like I proved, I've put the evidence up for you to say. I didn't entertain it. I even said to Vimto, do not answer him. Just leave him hanging. Don't bother with him because you know what he's doing. He's trying to get clout. And what he's doing, he's targeting women online. So even though I don't like Claire, and I'm going to say it, what Claire's done is bang out of order. However, I do feel a little bit like the girl's been targeted. She's been bullied. And I do feel now this has gone to a next level stage of harassment and stalking from Stella's side. Because every day, thank you, Julie, every day it was Claire this, Claire that. He even accused me of knowing Claire. I don't know Claire. When that image got put out about me, this is how fake I knew he was as a friend. Because not once, thanks Peachy Keen, not once did he try and go and get that image and tell me where it had come from. Instead, he used me as a puppet on a string in between everybody. So I said to him, so do you know what, I'm on to him. Not once has he attempted to go and see where that picture come from. Like the one from Neo Anderson. But Paul did. And I appreciate Paul for that because Paul has actually gone out of his way not only to prove what I have been saying the whole time about how dangerous that group is, but him himself knows what wrong-uns these are. So he's not going to sit back, is he, and let this continue? But, Stella once again didn't like that. He then turned against me because now I've just got the evidence of where that image come from. And now it's all over for Stella. It's no longer about him. And I've observed Stella's behaviour. He wants everyone to fight his battles, stick up for him. I mean, he felt so privileged every time I spoke up for him. You can hear that in the voice notes. He's thanking me. But now I'm the big bad wolf. Well, do you know how evil this creature is? And I'm going to tell you now. Do you know he's going around threatening people with the DWP because apparently he's got connections in there? Oh, yeah. But what he doesn't know is I know the law. And to go and use services and data breaches, it's actually a criminal offence. So whilst he's threatening single mums who he's targeting online, like he has been doing with a lot of people on here, he's messed up. Because what I've done, I've now got in touch with the Department for Work and Pensions, and I've explained that one of their ex-colleagues has sat online telling us all that there's insiders working for him. Oh, yes, I have. I mean, he can't go around now using services and police as well as a threat. So apparently he's reporting me to the police now. What for? I got there before you stole last week, hon, when I handed over all the evidence that you're targeting Claire and other women on this app with your stalking and harassment. So you want to continue to push it because I'm going to tell everyone now what you've just done. So, guys, do you know what Stell did? Did you know he asked Vimto? He messaged Vimto and asked her for an image of me. Why does he want an image of me? Isn't that weird? Head, from the shoulders to the head, he wanted an image of me. So I says to Vimto, yeah, babe, just give him one of me and my Uncle Chris. Right? Now I'm going to show you that this is how low this man thinks he can go. This is how much he picks and picks. Because that's all he can do, innit? Give me a minute. How the hell do I get it back onto my green screen? Oh, here we go. 1 minute, guys. I'm going to show you all something now, yeah? Anyone talks about my mum, especially, they just know I ain't going to sit here and keep quiet, not a chance. So, everyone, me and my mum, here she is. That's my mum on the left. She was great in 2018 by my children's school caretaker. The police officer who was in charge treated her like rubbish, and do you know why? Because he was found guilty of raping women whilst on duty. Showed her a lack of empathy. She then took her own life. And today, that disgusting creature, Stell, has come on here and tried to degrade and use my mum's name in vain or whatever for his own little clout. And accusing other my family members of being my mum and dad. Well, that's my mum and dad. Gone. That's my mum and dad. That's my dad. Look at the hand. Look at the colour of his hand. Yeah? That's my daddy right there. Well, do you want to see what Stell done today? Stell has accused my Uncle Chris, which is my mum's brother there on your left, and my friend Lisa, of being my mum and dad today. Because he's a sick, big bully. And then, make this make sense. Apparently I'm a racist. Hello? Do you see the picture? Do you know what I mean? Yeah? Uncle Chris, if you're in here, would you like your opinion on this little bitch that thinks he can come on here and target my mum now? Is this a level we are going to? Hey, that's my mum and dad. Look at their hands, you absolute idiots. But only you could go that low, couldn't you, Stell? Hey, and you, Jem. Oh, and you. I think you two are so lonely. You sit there and target and bully people, and then you're going, oh, they're talking about us. Who are you and where did you come from? That's right, you come along in January when you shared indecent videos, didn't you, with Neo Anderson? Or are we forgetting that now? Are we going to sweep that under the carpet, or am I supposed to just keep sitting here and putting up with this? To go and target my mum and dad. Do you know what, Stell? You are one sick, deluded little creature. And I don't care if you're mass reporting this live right now, because if this goes off, I've got loads of accounts. But you, how dare you? You sick, disgusting piece of shit. Look at you, sweating from the fod. You're a big giant swamp sock, nothing but a disgusting baby bell. You sponsor that baby bell shit. Because all you do is sit there day in, day out, talking about women. Oh, look, violation, I'll be back.
And for this, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, for this person still, to go with the narratives he goes on women is disgusting. He hates me because, right, I might agree or disagree with stuff that happened where me, Stell and Claire were concerned. But whatever happened in Claire's personal life was between friends off the app. She didn't put that stuff on the app. Stell brought that stuff to the app, and all Claire's done for 3 months now is try and defend her name. That stuff should never have been brought to the app by
Oh,
Stell.
Haley, I'm so sorry.
And I didn't defend Claire, I just called Stell out and said, what you're doing is fucking wrong.
Yeah,
Right? And
like I've
I
been
fell out.
saying to him.
I blocked both of them, and then Stell was coming into lives I was in and blah blah blah. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt stupidly. He caused another argument between me and Claire, and I had a little rant on the phone, like I do. I'm a vile cow when I've got the ump with someone, and he recorded that while we were friends. He recorded that and posted that on the app. Another personal thing that shouldn't have been brought to the app. And he goes on and on and on about people putting messages up without his permission. Yet it's fine for him to do so. Fine for him to dox people's names and addresses and put false information out there and call women the most disgusting names. And you know what? All the time he knew my sister was in crisis, has been in crisis for a long time, I posted pictures in our personal group chat of my sister because she SHs and she's disfigured herself, right? My sister lost her battle with mental health a couple of weeks ago. Still knows
Oh, I'm
this
so
because he's
sorry,
been
lad.
stalking my socials, right? And so he knows this. And you know what he's been doing? Now I've had him blocked. I don't care about him. I really couldn't give a shit about him. He's been trolling lives that I'm in with friends to say things in the comments like, I don't know if you've heard of Mike the chicken. It was a headless chicken that lived. And he put, oh, do you remember when we always all speak? This is under a fake account, so I didn't know it was him. Oh, do you remember, Red, when you did that live and we were talking about Mike the chicken? And I was like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 having a laugh about it. And he put, did your sister feel that way when she unalived herself?
Oh my God. Wow. Oh, wow.
I've sworn, right,
Oh,
I won't get upset on live, right? But I deal with my personal stuff off the app, and I try and keep very level-headed about it on the app. But how low does a person have to go to try and destroy somebody's mental health, right? When they're already struggling, like yourself with your mum. Do you know what I mean? Is it your
yeah.
mum that's part, right? How low does a person have to go? He did the same with Alicia, who'd not long lost her mum, posted videos of her deceased mum.
Oh
Just to
my
be
God.
fucking nasty. There is no need for a grown adult, a grown man, apparently, to do this to people on this app.
Wow.
And I know he's been, because people come back to me and say he said this, he said that, right? And I don't voice it on the app, but we know that he's been going around saying stuff about, do you know, I've had this man blocked for months now. And he still talks about me, still posts videos about me, threatens to put lives out about me. Know this still, I don't care. Because the people that know me know me. They trust me. They know I'm not going to bring their shit to the app. So I ran lives on you, Stell, twice. You tell everyone I've run 5 hate lives. I ran 2 awareness lives to warn the women in the groups that you're still in to be careful. And I know they're not listening. But as I said on that live, know that when he does turn on you, you can come to us. No matter what you've said about us, you can come to us because we know how manipulative he is.
He
And
is. He likes to play victim quite a lot. And I just want to show you all, right, guys, just to prove to you that a couple of days ago, I'd spoke to Paul on the phone, and this is what I got last night, yesterday, out of the blue, off him. And this is why today he fired up a live. So he comes on here and causes trouble. And because now he's feeling intimidated and threatened, now it's my fault. So like I said to him, well, if you're feeling frightened, go to your police force. So then he goes, I've got my police force on speed dial. Well, yes, I have. Because I've got a non-molestation order and a restraining order to protect me and my son. And this man what I've noticed he's been doing, he's been using this against some women on here. If you've got a non-mol, a restraining order, he will go out of his way to collect information on you, and he's going against you by using,
He's in here requested the
yeah,
box.
leave him, let him, no, he's not coming in yet, he can listen now. Let him listen now, yeah, because this is it for him. Let him listen, Vimto, babe. So, he sent me this out with the blue. The photos out before, it's not your house they're threatening to go to, it's not your cars, it's not your neighbours, not your windows. You've got Ashton Police Station on speed dial. My nearest police station is 12 miles away. You've got a great big effing dog and 3 men in your house. 3 men. I've got a child that's disabled. Do you think I'm going to start using my child as a weapon? Who is this man? Well, he ain't even a man. Because what he's trying to do here, he's trying to meddle into my life now. And I won't allow that, because for weeks I've actually been on to Stell. Me and Vimto were always one step ahead. Yeah? One step ahead. Oh, look at that. A little restriction. Guys, I'll be back in it. Right, Jen. You've just shared that, haven't you, Stell? You've just told everyone that my uncle there is my dad. Yeah? That's my mum and dad. You think you can come for my dead mother and father? You want to target them? Eh? Who are you? You ain't going to target my mum and dad. Not a chance. So don't come on here and go, your voice is shaking, Michelle. Because if you was in front of me, I'd shake you. That's all I'm going to say.
Have you got the screenshot of when he said that to you?
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll get Vimto to send it, and I'll send it to Paul to send to you, Jenny, because I'm literally coming off here in 10 minutes because my phone is on its
Paul's got my
backside.
number. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
So I've had a
that's
police
fine, that
case to
darling.
sell. I've got a police case, but it's closed, but it's still there, so I can add it to it. It's not.
Don't worry, I've reported him.
He worried. He forgets I've got his address, but let him try and get my address.
Thanks, Jenny.
See you later.
Yeah. All right, darling. See you later. Sure. So, there's another woman who's now being targeted by Stell because Stell doesn't like it, does he? He sees all of us who are reacting right now. We can go round, share people up, accuse them of being alive when clearly they're passed on. How sick are you? What do you mean you love it? Look at the comments, guys. There he is. I love it. Of course you do. You're sick, aren't you, Stell? Hey, what did you say today? So what if Rangi's out there doing this? So what if Rangi's out there doing that? So you're agreeing that it's okay for him to go out and grape girls? Is that what you're agreeing with? And he's talking to 10-year-old children. Did I not expose that last night? Or do you like these wrong-uns? Is that why you're getting off with everyone targeting you? Oh, yeah, he did, guys. If you go on my TikTok wall on the LCS News, Rangi one, exposed, same picture as this profile. Go and listen to him. He said, we don't care about Rangi. We know he's this. We know he's that. But apparently, basically, I better shut up spreading awareness. Yeah. Go and listen to what he says. It's disgusting. And then at the end of that, I've actually put in that video the exposure of Rangi speaking to a child. So if Stell is okay with other men doing that, then what does that say about him? But he's been crying all week, haven't you, Stell? Everyone's calling me a pred and I just don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Well, I'll tell you what you can go and do, you absolute donut. Get yourself a life instead of coming on here targeting women and bullying women because you've met your match with me, just like the other bully tried to come for me last week. Yeah, where is she now? Disappeared. But do you know what? I'm actually prepared to speak to her because I know she's a genuine, vulnerable girl. But you're a big, big bully. You remind me of that kid out of there, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where he goes, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Look at the state here. Coming on here, plastering women on your screen when it's illegal to look like you. That's what I'm going to say. You rapscallion. Ugh, disgusting. But yeah, you want to be famous, Stell. I'm going to make you famous on TikTok for the wrong reasons, not the right reasons. And you're not going to come on here and go, Queen Bee is a racist, but yet you shared me up with my mum's brother.
Oh, Shell,
Yeah,
you
babe.
know, here's something that's really disgusting.
Go on.
Now, is Ange, his friend, is so
Yeah.
cool. She's had to delete her TikTok today because of him. But I'll tell you why, off air.
Oh, no, he hasn't targeted
Oh, he
her.
has. He has, mate. He has left her with no choice but to delete her TikTok, haven't you, you fucking little rat? But I'll tell you
So
why.
now,
Paul.
Vimto, for a minute, you all know Ange. Yeah? Ange is a lovely woman. Like, look at the comments. Look what Red's put. Ange, she lost her grandson and her daughter all in one day to something horrible. And that woman went out and made a great positive change in this world. And you know, this man claimed to be her friend.
She's had to delete her TikTok about.
Oh my God.
She's just messaged me saying that she's deleted it because of what he's done.
Oh my God, wow. Can we all please share this live out now? Get tapping, guys. I want him shared out. Let's make him famous now. This is an online bully who only targets vulnerable women, right? And children, because he clearly doesn't have a heart. If you all know Ange, you will know Ange's story. And this man has used that woman for weeks. I'm not going to lie, for weeks. I've observed him very, very well. And every time someone targeted Ange, he'd make it his problem. Then he'd expose the person, and now he's actually doing that behaviour himself. Oh, no, you don't, Stell. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry, Red. I'll keep calm. TikTok, your shop's wonderful, guys. Get your vouchers, please, off the TikTok shop. You can get some really nice towels and stuff off there at the minute. Cheap as anything as well. So please get on the TikTok shop.
Yeah, keep your cool. Red the Drake. Don't you mean Janet the murderer's accomplice still? And you think that people are going to believe anything you say? And the worst you've come at me with is that, right? Which is we all know. A quick Google search will tell you that's rubbish. And so I've been told in the last few days. You posted a video of me having a go about Claire. Everyone knew me and Claire weren't talking. Claire knows what I think of her. I told her to her face, didn't I, Still? On the phone call that you organised, where you rang me on one phone and Claire and all your other group on the other phone, so that me and Claire would end up rowing because you knew we didn't like each other. Yet you're telling everybody that me and Claire are together. We're in it together to bring you down. Me and Claire
Red,
don't talk. Me and Claire have been civil on a couple of lives because we both have been victim of you, as has Michelle, as has Hayley. Should we go through the list of people that you've called the most disgusting things? You called Hayley a murderer, didn't you? You called me one. I mean, why am I not in prison?
can I just stop? I'm going to section because I've just had a shell. We're not
Yeah.
going to do that because Coffee's deleting his, but so is Durham.
And
Oh
he
my
said the
God.
worst about them two as well, Vimto. I didn't slate them two in that live, by the way. I don't know them. I simply stated what Stell had told me about them on my children's lives, and I adore my children.
I've got no reason not to believe you, mate, but
Yeah, we
I've got
believe
no
you, Red.
reason to lie. I really
I've
haven't.
just had a message from John saying that him and Durham have been friends
And
as
I do
well.
apologise to them, right, because I don't know them. Yeah. I apologise to them if it ever come across that I was saying those things about them. I don't know them. I don't know their stories. I don't know. I haven't walked in their shoes.
Red, can I just answer that a minute, darling? Do you know Coffee Cup and Durham? And I need to say this, guys. You know, we don't get involved usually in all this TikTok drama. And Durham and Coffee Cup, unfortunately, was manipulated by Rangi, God, over a year ago now. And I used to argue with them too, and I'd say, please get away from them now. And they'd argue back with me, no, he's a good man. And it was only when, unfortunately, their families were targeted by that man. So they come to me. Durham went away and did his own investigating and confirmed everything that I'd ever said and done was the truth, and that he literally was nearly getting on his hands and knees begging me and giving me apologies. And I said, do you know what, mate? I don't want your apology. It's people like yourselves that I'm trying to spread this awareness. Just don't give this man your information. So Coffee Cup then come forward as well, and he's been targeted. And then before you know it, Stell found himself involved in the Rangi situation because, believe it or not, and I do need to make this point because looking back now, it is quite weird. Rangi was giving out a list of MPs that was all wrong-uns. And guess what Stell did? He went in and defended one of these wrong-un MPs and ended up on the wrong side of Rangi. So once again, Stell's never gone into the big fish and gone, you're a predator or whatever. No. What he did, he went in there to defend an MP predator, but then got into an argument about his sexuality with Rangi, and then Stell made it all about him. Never mind about the girls at the minute and the women that are at risk and children. And then Stell started saying to me, please, can you give me some information on Rangi and everyone? Now, I've sat here and held tight to my evidence for 12 whole months, right? 18 months I've been on this journey, but 12 months I've had facts in front of me, and even the police keep warning me if I do put them out, I will be arrested. So I am going to listen to the law. However, I've never been arrested. Why is that again? That's right, because everything I've used and ever said is all in the public domain. There's no, even the police have confirmed if it's in the public, it's not targeting someone directly. You're not putting out any threats or anything. What you're doing, you're simply doing awarenesses. And I'm not being funny, but the police forces are fully aware of who Mr. Latif is. Hence, that's why he's ended up with arrests already with women on social media. But this fool here comes along and makes it about him. And today he made this most disgusting comment. And then you've got Gem. Now, what was interesting, and I've got onto that Gem B, because Gem B originally started sharing these videos around with Neo Anderson and Rangi. And she apologised. I didn't know what they were like, blah, blah, blah. Stell saved me, giving it all that. I was like, right, fair enough, and we moved on. Then last night I did an educational awareness live, and I'm not here to be calling people out. And I know a few people didn't like the fact that I weren't screaming and shouting. I don't operate like that. I will when it comes to my mum and dad, definitely I will. But I don't use social media to come on and scream and shout. So because it didn't go the way Stell wanted or others, I'm now looking bad. Now, no one was exposing Paul last night because me and Paul, and I appreciate Paul for giving me that evidence that I needed. He wanted me to record my calls with Paul, let him hear them. He wanted me to, call Paul out on a live. That's not happening because you know why? Paul was so loyal. He come to me with that picture from where the picture come from. Stell did not once try and retrieve the evidence where it had come from. He made it all about him. And then when Ange got targeted and the horrible big bully comments were, what about your grandson? What did you do to protect him? That was a little boy who was, murdered and no longer here. And she was being targeted. And once again, Stell made it about him. Him, to score points over Claire and other people on here. And he's a bully. And the most disgusting thing is yet to come, right, guys? Let me tell you now. This man has sat there today and gone, we all know what Rangi is. Is this, is that. However, a few days ago, this man here on the screen was begging me to hand over my evidence so he could speak up and be my voice, apparently. No. I see a snake. And when I see one, my guard goes up. I'm very, very clever at seeing behaviours, and I'm not going to give. If I'm not just going to hand things over to officials like that to put victims at risk, why am I going to hand it to this on the screen when he goes around bullying and targeting women? But this morning, he's put me up on his screen and he's gone, this woman's making wild accusations, but last night, the man you've all heard him stick up for today has been caught out for speaking to 10-year-old little children online, referring to him as his princess. He'd love to speak to him. Then the other one, Neo Anderson, that Gen B, and the other one who's been, well, a bit of a bully this week and disappeared. Them two wanted to interact with Neo Anderson. And yet, what did I show you last night? What did you all hear? Neo Anderson admitting he's got indecent videos and images of 12-year-old girls. And you know what I'm starting to get onto? People who try and stop awareness with things like this. Yeah, I'm onto you, Stella Bella. Do you know what I mean? Stella Bell, Cheese Bell, because that's what you are. And it's men like you that come on here and go, she's lying, but you are the ones sat there with a closet with something hiding behind it.
Now,
Yeah?
Coffee Cups just sent me a message, right? Seems like a bit of a thingy, like a bit of a to be honest. I've just sent it, yeah. If you want to read it out, because it involves everybody that's in the situation. It's nothing bad.
But still doesn't like people lying about him, but yet he lies about everybody.
Oh no, I've come to find
And do you know
out.
what, Vimto, right? You know, I'm not bothered. He can put up that I'm a schmurderer's accomplice, right? Nobody believes it, right? Everyone thinks it's highly amusing that he, and I'm getting, you know, my new name's Janet, and I'm running with that now, right? All my friends are calling me it, my kids are calling me it. It's great. But my daughter, he's doxed my full name and the area I live in, which is a very small town. We have 3 schools, 2 primary schools and 1 secondary school. My 15-year-old daughter goes to the only secondary school in this area, and anyone that did look it up, people like Stell, would know this. Yet he's happy to dox, and he's said my daughter's name quite a few times on it. So in my daughter's brain, he's put her at risk. She's just lost her auntie, right?
Oh,
And
God.
she's scared. She was scared to walk to school on her own in case some nutter, because they know my daughter, her exact words are, she thinks Stell is nuts, and anyone that follows him are nuts. So she thinks one of his nutty followers will find her or follow her home from school.
Oh,
That's a 15-year-old fucking child. And me and Ange had a lovely conversation, and I posted one video of Stell, and it was just a picture of Stell saying, you're obsessed with me just because I won't date you, or something stupid like that, right? That was the only thing I've done about him, the only video I've posted of him, right? And I got a phone call from Ange begging me to take that off. And I said, I will take it down when he takes those videos down, calling me a schmurderer and doxing my area, right? And he took them down. I give him his due, and I took mine down. But what did you do, Stell? You reposted them, didn't you? You've put a 15-year-old daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, at risk. Am I a liar, Stell? Go on Stell's Stella account, and you will see a video, or multiple videos, where he has doxed my full name and the area I live in, about a house that's literally 60 seconds from where I live, where a murder happened 12 years ago, and he has named me as the accomplice in that, as the person that did it's wife. I was never married to I've never met the man.
So sorry, Red. Are you, Lindsay?
And what he did to Lindsay's daughter. Another one. Geraldine, Claire, Hayley, Jess, me, Ellie, Jodie, Michelle. How many are you saving up still? How many women are you going to go for on this app? And dox them and call them hoes and lie about them? How many? You're going around with the rhetoric that everyone's trying to make you look bad. None of us knew each other. None of these women knew each other. They've come together because they're all victims of you. And I beg anyone else that becomes a victim of you in the future, come join us, and we will all make police statements, and the police will have to listen, and then we will see what this man's going to go for all these women that don't know each other, right?
Thanks, Joe.
I mean, literally, you are nuts. You sit there and go on about this brain injury, right? Yeah, damn right you've got a brain injury. Damn right. You need to get it sorted, dude, because you are damaging people.
Yeah, right, Lindsay. Oh, she's gone. She's probably on the phone. Do you know what, Red? I'm so sorry for what he's done to you. And do you know what? He's come on here, manipulated to everyone. He's the victim. Everyone's targeting him. And I'll be honest with you, because I am passionate about mental health. You've all just heard what happens to my mum. Obviously, when people play it, you know, saying that they're going to do something, of course I'm going to literally speak to them and make sure they're okay. What this guy's done, he manipulated that situation. He put some emotional abuse in place, because that's what it is, and also blackmail, emotional blackmail. We all had to be on his side, and if not, literally, we're all seen as the bad ones. We're horrible. We're against him. He's a big bully. And today he's just shared up my uncle and told everyone that is my mum and dad, it's my friend and my uncle. Yet my mum and dad, I'm having to sit in now and justify where my mum and dad are. And I shouldn't have to do that. But him, this is what he likes. This is what he does. He'll pick and pick. And then he'll go running and he'll go, I ain't got no one to protect me and I just don't know what to do. And then everyone else is to blame after he's the one who's caused the trouble. Well, I'm going to let him into the box for a minute. And I'm going to let you all hear just how disgusting he really is. And if he wants to push it, then that's fine. But he wants to be TikTok famous. I think we should give him the platform, because if this account goes, I'm not bothered. I've got many more. So I'm going to give him the opportunity to get in this box now and tell me why he thinks it's acceptable to go around doxing women's addresses, picking at these young children, also targeting other family members and accusing them of being passed away people. I want him in this box. You all right, Mickey?
Yeah.
Where is he, guys? Let's get him in this box.
Hold on a sec, right?
Who?
1 minute, let him speak.
Hang on. Just let it, just as Coffee.
Yeah.
That you just read that thing out from Coffee Cup where he's saying he's going to delete his account in Durham
Right, 1 minute.
because he's calling me a liar now.
I'd like, and let's still explain why he went for me, right? He went for me because I wouldn't defend him against Claire, because I wouldn't out Claire, because I wouldn't out her personal fucking situation and information, regardless of what I think of her personal situation. It's got nothing to do with the app, whether I agree with it or not. It's got nothing to do with this app. Nothing to do with her platform. Nothing to do with Stell.
1 minute, guys.
I've just had a message off Ange, and she said she's deleted her account. I've just had a message off Coffee saying that him and Durham are, but Snell's just come in and said and on that and said that I'm a liar. Yeah, there you go.
And Coffee Cup and Durham and Ange are decent people. Decent people. And look at that. This is what Stell enjoys.
And sent them. So for anybody that's thingy, look, they'll be able to see now that, like, the situation these guys have been in.
So let's get Stell
But
in
you
the
know
box
what? I
now.
agree with Coffee Cup about being telling him to stop, because I was telling him to stop numerous times. Everyone knows how many times I told Stell to stop from the beginning.
That
Right?
ain't me being a lawyer, and that ain't Coffee Cup, but like not thinking, is it? Do you know what I mean? the end of the day, like, there it is, the truth, and it's been put up for you to see, so nobody can say that we've edited document or whatever. It's there, you can all read it.
Well, I've sent Stella an invite and it looks like
Oh,
he
they've
don't
got
got to
them
come in the
on-
box now. Is that because the point's been proven?
Yeah, because he wanted to say I was lying, and I ain't. I can send you the one off Ange as well, if he wants to say that I'm lying about the Just Ange thing, because I've got that too.
And
They
you
have
know,
all
Durham and Coffee Cup are decent
because of us.
people. They've been dragged into TikTok drama when the whole time we've all been a great team safeguarding families and vulnerable families and women. And yet this creature thinks he's going to stomp all over that. Don't think so. So, Stell, come on, you little baby bell. Get in this box. Because you're not so big and brave without your team now, are you? Or do you need Gem B? Because we ain't putting up with her either. So last night, guys, Gem B was not mentioned once. Do you know she sent me a voice note going, how dare you speak about me like that? Like, you for real? No one even mentioned anyone about Jen. So I said to her, look back at that video, that live. Not once was you mentioned, you silly mess. So stop coming to me crying every 2 minutes, going on, oh, he said, she said, because you and that Stell are a pair of idiots together.
I've
And then
just done
today,
it again,
guess
and
who's
it's
been
fine.
and guess who did the live about me? It was only Jem B and Stell, but I didn't see Coffee Cup or Durham or Ange. And do you know why? Because they're decent people. Because I know Coffee Cup and Durham. And I'd be very, very shocked if Durham actually did go against me. Do you know why? Because Durham will tell you all, I've done a fantastic job with this Rangi situation. And no one likes Stell or the others, like last week. We know who. They're not going to stomp all over real awareness. And to sit on here and go, oh, well, you can't say this and you can't say that because you're not happy with it. That's not right, Stell. So you're not happy that women like us are coming on here warning other women about wrongings, but you're
Well,
preaching about... Go on, Victor.
I've just sent you another screenshot for you to put up, right? Because I've just invited Stel, right? And I've got him declining it, so you can put it up on here, so we can't go to everybody later and say we didn't send an invite because I have just done it and it's just declined it again. See, when I'm going to do something, Stel, I will do it with evidence and facts, not like you. Queen's going to put the screenshot up now so you can all see that I've done it.
Oh, Stell's nothing without his team. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I invited him and he's declining. Now, before he
Ah.
that we didn't send an invite and he got booted out the live, there's the evidence. You can all see.
Oh, Stell, you've got so much to say about everyone else, but without your team, you're
He'll
nothing,
go
are you?
live, yeah, Hayley. He'll be back on his own live just to
Yeah, but you guys have all
spread
seen
his rhetoric.
the Coffee Cups things went up and Coffee Cups things went up and then I invited him.
Do you know I get numerous screen recordings sent to me, right, and of lives where Stell's talking about me, of videos that he posts about me. I literally haven't retaliated to any of them, right, and I refuse to, but I will tell the truth.
And I know you are, Red. No
Have
one's
I been an
questioning you,
arse? I've
trust
been
me.
right. Let me tell you, I've been an arse, right? I hope Stell plays all of the phone calls that I've had with him about Claire, right? Not because of like I
Oh, we
want to
are Coffee
upset
Cups.
Claire,
Yeah, it is
but I
Coffee
will
Cups.
stand on business. I said what I said, right? I was ranting because I was fucking fuming. Claire will tell you the same. Me and Claire had a row. We both called each other CUNTs. There was witnesses in that phone call, by the way, and I don't know if it was Durham or Coffee Cup, but me and Claire had a massive blow up, right?
Thanks, Jess.
And it ended with her calling me a CUNT, right? And before she put the phone down, and I was fuming, right? So me and Stella were still on the phone, and I ranted. I called her. I mean, I went in. Right, I'm a nasty, vile bitch when somebody's really upset me,
And we all
and
are.
I'll stand on business and say it. I'm not ashamed of what I do. You
Can we
know,
let John just say what he's come up to say? Just because I don't want him to think because he'll jump back out if we don't listen.
Yeah, don't back out, Coffee. Come on, mate,
Come
speak
on.
up.
You're right,
I'm
John.
got I'm gonna give everybody a bit of honesty here. Right. I might talk for 10 minutes if that's all right, and then I'm dropping out of here
That's
because I'm
fine, that darling. Don't worry.
right. You know our background, me and Durham,
I
what we're
do.
about and everything. However, a team we used to be involved with done the dirty on me and Durham, as you know, and we left
Yeah.
that team. That particular team then attacked Claire Bear one night. The Claire everybody's on about. I reached out to Stell because I'd been in a previous live where they were working together along with, I don't know, Fred was in there tonight against some looky pooky guy, but that's not to do with it. Because she went through what she went through with the certain persons, I'm not going to name them because I'm not wanting dragged into further arguments. We reached out and helped her as a group. Apparently, we saved her life that night and they would work for her. Then all these other lives started taking place and everything else. To cut a long story short, Stella and Claire then fell out their reasons that we try to keep neutral at and we'll tell them both, sort out off the app. We're not wanting involved with either. And Stella did leave her alone for 3 weeks and we thought, right, that's it, done with. But then Claire got back in touch with us and it all kicked off again. And the day after that, I believe Red was brought into it somehow. I wasn't involved in that call because I was doing something else. I know that Red was on a different phone or something. I don't know the full story because I wasn't there on that. But jumping forward, where I'm brought into things, yeah, a certain female and me, we're talking on the background, possibly gone into a relationship. I saw too many red flags and too many lies for the person. So I was polite and tell them what I'd not to do with a relationship, but I'd still be friends, come in their lives, play the guitar, sing, whatever. But she didn't allow that to happen. She made out behind my back that I'd been abusive to her and everything in her life when I hadn't. And she went sneaking to Ange and them, telling lies. Ange and them called her out in their lies. And then they all decided, because Stell knew her the longest, to tell Stell, I can't tell her, she's just lost 5 friends. We're sorry, we want nothing more to do with you if you're going on like this. We jumped forward for that, trying to carry on doing what we normally do. But in the background, and it's not to do with me, Ange, Red, or a load of other folk, this argument that's went on in the background between Claire, we've had Claire trying to manipulate everybody all the time in the background. She's got other folk like Jodie and them dragged in, feeding them information, and it's all got out of hand. The people that's not really wanting out to do it are being dragged in as if we're all passing information about and taking sides and everything. We're not taking sides. We've been trying hard in the background. Stop attacking this. Stop doing that. Whatever your beef is, sort it off the app. Excuse me. If your witnesses against each other, stop trying to intimidate each other as witnesses because it's a court matter. You just got to both get done for the court, for contempt of court or whatever. But as this further continues, the more and more it continues, the more and more people are being attacked, more and more people are being doxxed, which we disagree with. And all this nonsense has got out of hand. We're told still, stop going away and doing these things and that. We've asked them, we've spent days on the phone, we've had hundreds of messages off them, we've talked to them, we've talked to other people as well, asking them not to post out, taking doing, trying to sort it out for them. We're done. You've went away again this morning after we've asked you not to still, doing what you're doing. We can't support you anymore. We've got our lives. We're no slagging anybody off.
Coffee,
We
please
want
be
nothing to do
careful,
with it.
because this
No,
is what I did. I stepped back and said I can't defend, and that meant I was against him. Right,
no.
and Stell can sit there and tell you that he has not done anything. Coffee, he has been in our lives in the chats constantly going at us. I promise you. I
Yes,
swear on my children's lives, I've got no reason to lie. And I can prove I've got Stell blocked from everything. Right.
I understand.
Right, Jessica, Jay, and Hayley in the comments can vouch for me about him coming in how many times have I dropped out of lives recently, guys, where he has come in and said nasty shit about my sister who took her own life 2 weeks ago. He knew about my sister months ago, right? The reason I stopped doing hosting mental health lives is because I was dealing with my sister and I couldn't cope with other people's
Oh,
stuff at the time, right? I've always look at my bio, Coffee. Look at the resources I've got in my link tree to help people,
Can
right?
I, can I just,
I ask Darren Ramsden, who I sat on live with for 16 hours to stop him taking his life over Christmas. Right? Ask him what he thinks of me. He thinks I'm the most amazing person ever because he wouldn't be here today if we hadn't have kept those lives going. I was shattered. I had to do a day's work after being up 16 hours. I had no sleep. For 2 nights I had no sleep because I didn't want, after losing my brother to self unaliving and now losing my sister, and I've got another sister who is not coping with my my sister who's just passed unaliving. Right, I might lose another sister. I might have the hat trick and have 3 siblings. And do you know what Stell said in comments? Talking about a headless chicken, he said, "Oh, did your sister feel like that? What last the other week?" And in another live,
oh,
it was, "Well, if something's happened to her sister, then it's her fault for what she's done for me." Didn't you say that, Still? And don't lie, because Forever Soulmate screenshotted that. You know you said it.
he's
You've
disgusting.
been
can I,
blocked from that many accounts recently, and don't tell me you ain't Graham Dawes because we know you are.
can I just say something? Right, I reckon half this that guns on in the background because I'm never in half these lives or whatever. And I can't be responsible for somebody else's actions doing things on their own. He's not the only person that's done things like this. Now, I'm going to say this. I know this for a fact, right? The other night, when Still done a live, we were doing a fun live. We weren't talking about anything or anybody. And then Ange and everybody else was getting attacked in that live. We know who was behind that, and that was Claire. Because Claire was messaging Ange. She was also messaging me, showing us screenshots and all that live on the WhatsApp calls and everything else. And she says, "I've just been blocked and muted." It was Ange muted that person for the comments she was saying about us and the attack on her and her grandson, and blocked her. And we checked it out, the false account. We knew it was her.
But
She said to
Coffee, do you
Ange,
know what?
wait a
There's been
minute, she
that
said
many
to Ange in the
people.
phone call though, let me in this. I can put a stop to this and stop them doing this to you, Ange. I know what's going on. So we eventually talked Stella into allowing her in.
This is
He hadn't
true, by
blocked.
the way.
He hadn't blocked her. So when she come in, all it was about was, I want you to put these messages up of me. I want you to show this. I want you to show that. And that live, she made a fool of herself by denying stuff that was there in black and white. Now, I'm not defending or sticking or taking sides. I'm just saying, whatever their beef is, take it off the app.
Do you think it should have been brought to the app in the first place, Coffee? Do you think
I don't
Claire's
think,
personal
I don't,
situation
I
should have
don't
been
think
brought to the app in the first place?
No.
it was brought by both of them.
It was bought by Stell.
It was brought
And
by
I've
both
got
of
the
them.
evidence. Coffee, no, I've got the lives to prove it. Because Claire blocked him. Sorry, no, she didn't block him. She demodded him and dropped him out of that live about Tim Coles. He went, "You want to be careful, Claire, because I've got shit on you." And she went, "What shit have you got on me, Stell? Go on." And that's when he outed her shit.
And that's what he's
All
been doing to his group
And
as
he's
well.
been doing it since, Coffee.
I can say about that live, I was there, and you know Mark Hamilton was in. He asked me to drop because he wanted to talk to Mark Hamilton. And as I'm honest, I'm telling you what happened
I
from
was
my
in there as well,
to this.
Coffee.
I dropped to let him in, and when he did come in, this woman and him that have some other beef, I don't know nothing about it, were arguing. I don't know. The woman did start on him, and Claire had said to him, "You're no here to argue with her." He was trying to tell her, "I come to talk to Mark Hamilton," but Mark Hamilton dropped out the boxes. Then they did continue arguing, the two of them, this woman and him, and it was taken off that and put in a different live where they were in the boxes themselves or whatever happened, and it got out of hand through there. And then this between Claire and him has exploded up ever since. And I've said I don't want to take sides. I want nothing to do with it. I'm not about this. But I've been accused for a lot of people of saying this, doing that, but I'm doing nothing. I try to keep out of it, but on the same breath, I'll defend Claire on some stuff she said or done. If I know it's no her, I'll defend him, and to try and sort it out between them. And we're also in the background, Ange and them, try to sort it out with people. Don't put this up, don't put that up. We've come under attack ourselves by it. I have a personal person that I want to speak to in private off this app because
John, I've sorted that. I don't say any more about that.
Right.
Me and Stella are going to sort it later, so I'll just leave it. You don't need to talk about that anymore here. But go on, carry on. Still, you ain't coming in the live while
Coffee
John's
cup, can I ask you
because
another
you're gonna
question?
You're going to listen
Ask me
instead
anything
of
you like.
opening that big horrible mouth of yours.
If Stell really had these concerns about Claire, why did he get you to help Claire when it come to that kangaroo court live? If he really had these concerns about Claire and Claire's situation and Claire's son, why did he involve you in that kangaroo court live to stick up for Claire? Because that was well after.
He never asked me to get involved with the kangaroo court. I reached out to him to help Claire.
And he wanted you to help, yeah?
No. He says, I'll get in touch with Claire and ask her. He sent her a message with a guy called Coffee Cup reached out to you here. He's part of a team.
But he didn't say to you, look, I'm not being funny, but she's asked me to lie, she's done this, and he didn't tell you any of that then, right? He was on Claire's side, yeah?
No. Well, as far as we were aware, him and Claire were friends, and I reached out to Claire via him. We assisted with Claire, whatever happened.
And that was well after her partner left, Coffee. That was well after her partner left and she was still on her own. And according to Stell, she was taking illegal and illicit substances with her kid on her own. And he was ever so concerned about her kid and how she was neglecting him and stuff at that point. Because that was when she was on her own with him. Because he says in his own words, he wasn't concerned when she was he knew about it when she was with Rich, but he wasn't concerned about her then because Rich was in the house. It was only after Rich left that he had these concerns, right? But defended her in that kangaroo court thing so deeply that he got all of us to dig shit on those people that held that kangaroo court live, including myself.
Right. Well, can I just say something about that? Right. At that time, we were only there. We know nothing about Claire's background or Stell's background or anything. We knew nothing.
So he wasn't concerned then, Coffee Cup, was he?
I don't know. I can't say what he is. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to say this honestly, and then after that, I'm dropping out the call because I'm going away to delete my account now. I've got too much shit to fucking deal with. But to be honest, we reached out to Claire. Whatever's happened with these arguments between them, in the background, I'm not saying he's perfect and I'm not saying she's perfect. Whatever's going on, this bitchiness, oh, you said this about me, you said that, I've stick to death at the school ground party. They're both threatening each other. We got threatened through this by Claire, and we've been threatened by other people on the app, and that's all I'm saying. Shoot a hand. We've tried to help the both of these. We try to deal with just because we think, all right, it's best to leave people alone for a few weeks and let them see if they can sort it out themselves. And then, because now happens, they go on the attack again against each other. And then other folk are jumping on the bandwagon. Other people are getting dragged into it. Other people are getting threatened. Other people are getting doxxed. We disagree with all this. And we're trying working with everybody to sort it out. And we can't do it anymore. Sorry. We've got our own mental health to think of. We've got other people to consider. And attacking us and Ange about her grandson, a woman who's done a lot, we disagree with all this. We've tried to be fair to everybody. We try not to get involved. We don't know the full circumstances of what's went on in the background, what's went on in somebody's past. But as people trying to sort things out and help people, just because we're doing a few lies, I do comedy lies, I do social service lies, whatever. I'm not here to hurt people on this app. I'm not here to get involved in drama. And I'm telling the truth here.
And I can vouch for that because we didn't sign up for this, me and him, so.
No, we didn't.
Right, guys, I'm going to let this creature in now. Let him speak up, but the moment he starts saying anything disgusting, he's getting out.
Thanks,
Coffee Cup.
Are you going to
Cheers,
start?
Coffee Cup. I'll put Coffee Cup on mute. Coffee Cup can stay.
Yeah.
Let me get Penny in, and then let's get him in. 1 minute, Pen. Just go on mute a minute, darling. Hey, Stell. The moment you step out of line, you're out. So you better be decent and respectful, because trust me now, you better speak up and answer. So, here's your minute, and it starts now.
So there you go. Coffee Cup's been telling you the truth, and Red is still trying to like pick at him. Yeah.
No, you said I'm lying. Go through the lies one at a time, still.
I'm speaking no, Red. You've had your turn to
Yeah,
speak.
go through the lies one at a time.
Right.
Go on.
Yeah.
Still be respectful.
Right. You lot be respectful. You've all had your turn to speak.
I
It's
don't
now my
respect
turn.
you still. I've got no
Right.
respect for you whatsoever.
Red
I've got no
was
respect for
always
you.
double agent. Yeah. Red was always a double agent. Yeah. We knew that right from the start. Yeah.
Double agent
Now-
are being manipulated by two people.
Now, Coffee Cup will actually verify this. Yeah. Coffee Cup. First of all, I want this out in the open.
Leave him alone. Stop intimidating witnesses,
He doesn't
please.
want to get
This is
involved.
my
Nobody's intimidating
courtroom.
anybody.
He
Coffee
said he
Cup.
doesn't want to
my
get involved,
courtroom.
Chemical Blonde.
Coffee
He said he
Cup
doesn't want to
did-
get involved.
Oh, you don't
Stop
want the truth.
intimidating witnesses.
No, we want the truth
It's
from
not
you.
intimidating
Don't involve
witnesses.
Coffee Cup. We want
Simple
the truth from
question.
you.
Simple
Focus
question.
on your questions, please.
Coffee
Why
Cup.
are you targeting
No.
women online? How
Coffee
about that
Cup.
one?
Did I arrange the phone call between Red
Why
and Claire
are
when this?
you targeting women online? Answer.
Might have dropped him because he won't leave Coffee alone. If you want him back up, just tell him.
Okay, can I
if
just
you-
reiterate then, Mr. Stell? There was me and Claire hadn't spoke for months.
Let
And then,
1 minute,
hold
guys,
on,
1
I'm
minute,
talking.
1
Don't
minute.
interrupt,
Let Coffee
Kemi.
Cup
Don't
answer.
interrupt. Don't interrupt.
Let Coffee
Stell.
Cup
Let a woman
answer.
speak. Let a woman speak, Stell. Right. In my opinion, that phone call was organised because it was a bit strange how me and Claire hadn't spoke for months, and we were against each other. Remember that Stell rang me on a phone and wanted me
Nobody
in a group
cares
call.
about you.
Stell wanted me in a group call, and I didn't want Coffee Cup, Durham, etc. having my number because I didn't know them. So he rang me on one phone, and he rang this group on the other phone, which had a few people in, and I can't tell you who because I thought Coffee Cup was there, but he wasn't. There was a group of them anyway. There was a number of people, including Claire. So in my opinion, that was organised because they knew me and Claire weren't talking. They knew we were going at each other. And all of a sudden, there's this phone call that's got me on one side, Claire on the other, knowing we were going to argue. There you go.
Well, before we go
Coffee-
any further, shut up. So,
Can I
he's
answer?
not coming in here to carry this crap on. No one's
No,
speaking
can I just
up.
answer?
He's going to answer our questions. Just mute yourself a minute, John, because he's not intimidating anyone in his boxes.
No,
He
I just
better
want to
answer.
answer the Red there. I just want to answer the Red there. When I said about a phone call a few weeks after we'd stopped Stella and Claire and tell them to sort it off the app, Claire got in touch with me, had me and Ange on a call the day before, then phoned that following day and said to Ange, did any of you tell Stella? And Ange says, yes, I did. I wasn't involved. And that's when there was a group call, as far as I knew, with Ange, Claire and a few others. But Stella was actually having a conversation with you in the background about something.
Yeah, he rang me and asked me if I'd come
Thanks,
into a group
Maggie.
call. That's why he rang me. He rang me and said, will I come into a group call? And he will vouch for me here because he knows I'm telling the truth. And I said, I don't want Coffee Cup
Let
and Durham
Coffee
and all
Cup
them
answer.
having my number because I speak on the opposite side of social services.
Let
Tuesday.
Coffee Cup answer.
After spending 15 years in care, I'm quite for social workers, right? I've never had a bad social worker. So I don't have the same experiences as you, and I didn't want you having my phone number. And it was nothing personal. I didn't know you.
I appreciated that. I knew that at the time. But I wasn't involved in the call that you're on about. However, I was told about it. But the call was not to do about social services at all. It was, I don't know. It was probably what was going on with Claire and that. I can't say for 100% because I don't know. I wasn't there that day. All I know is the day before, Claire phoned saying this stuff to me and Ange, like threats. Oh, if you don't pull yourself away from Stella and stop supporting them, we told her on that call, we're not supporting anybody. we've left it to sort it out. Hopefully, we thought you would sort it out off the app. Now you're coming to us. What do you want, Claire? Oh, I'll tell you this and I'll tell you this. I know the big creators and all that on this site, and I'll have you done. You'll by proxy and us. And we took that as a threat. Oh, so you're threatening us now. I'm no bothering doing. I don't give a damn about anybody being big creators or out on this app. There's nobody's like me. They come into this world with nothing, they'll be leaving with nothing, the same as I come in. This big thing about creators and their big egos, I didn't care about big groups. I'd rather sit with small groups. But I'm not getting dragged into everybody's stuff. And that's why I pulled out of that call with Claire that day. And yeah, and I spoke to Stella that night and said, look, Claire's been on the phone. Don't react, which we told them not to, but Claire called the next day again, started again, and Ange brought Stella into that call as far as I know, and I don't know what happened in the call because I wasn't there.
Still had rung me
you.
to bring me into the group call. That's why he rang me. Oh, we're having a group call. Claire's been in touch. Da 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 da. Will you come in this
Red
group
proved
call?
a liar.
Next thing I knew, how am I proved a liar? Next thing I knew, I said no, I won't be in the group call. But you put the group call on another device, didn't you, Stel? While I was on one phone, the group were on the other
Wasn't there.
phone.
Stop
Yes, she
moving.
was, because we ended up having a row, you twat.
Claire was not there.
She was,
Hold on
because
up.
she called
The
me a
whole-
CUNT.
The
We
whole
had a
phone call's
massive
gone up.
row in front of your friends, and
I'm
she
gonna-
called me a cunt. Somebody
Bye.
get Claire in the ear. I've got her blocked, so somebody call Claire in this live, and she'll tell you. Or Ange, or Durham. They were all in that call.
Can I answer on behalf of Ange here because she just messaged me?
Yes, please. Go on, Coffee Cup.
Ange was on a call with Claire. She knew nothing about Stella and Red on a call, and she brought Stella into the call, and apparently he was supposed to have said, oh, Red's here, or something, and Claire panicked and said, Red's where? I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
but
that was the call.
I know something happened there, and from what I've heard, you were both fighting in that call.
Yeah,
I don't
that is
know.
it. That's the call, Coffee. Thank you very much. So I'm a
I know
liar,
nothing-
am I
I know
still?
nothing-
Am I a
know
liar?
nothing about it. But what I'm saying is, Ange was on a call with Claire and brought Stella into that point. I don't think Stella knew that Ange was on a call with Claire. She'd phoned Stella and said, oh, I'm on a group call with a couple of folk now, because she was in there with, I think, well, I'm not going to say the woman's name because she dropped out of the call because she didn't actually care what was happening. She wasn't involved in the call the day before either.
I don't
And I
care what
think-
you say, Still, whether the call was set up or not. It felt like a setup.
But whether it
Because
was,
me and Claire weren't talking. You wanted me in a group call. The group call came through, and there's Claire. And then me and Claire
And
end
as
up
well,
arguing.
this isn't about Claire today. This is about you, Stell. So if I let you back into the box, you better answer my questions. Why have you just shared up today my family members and accused them of being my parents that are no longer here? Why do you think you can do that? And why do you think you're going to target me and every other woman on this app? So I want you in this box and you answer my questions, because this live ain't about Claire, all right? Because I've had enough now.
Michelle, Still will find one little thing that he can sit and focus on, right, and say, see, this proves you're a liar, right? As I said before, it was my opinion that you set up that call. And it will always be my opinion that you set up that
I know
call.
he does. Let's get him in now and he better answer my questions, because if not, he's out and I'll get him blocked.
First of all, that's not what you said, Red. You said
Answer my question now.
I'll
Why
answer your
did you
que- right,
target
give
my
me the
uncle?
question.
Right, you're out. You're out.
give me the question.
You're out.
Give me the question.
Right. Why did you tell everyone that my uncle was my dad and my friend was my mum today?
Because you sent me that picture. You sent it. Don't forget. Yeah.
No,
you sent
no,
it.
no,
It's your problem.
Why did you
Your
assume
problem.
when I told you?
Your
and I've got
problem.
the message to prove it that that's my uncle. Why
No, you.
did you?
No, you didn't.
Why did you?
No, you didn't. Show the
share it and
proof.
say that's my mum and dad?
Show the proof.
Do you
Show the
want to
evidence.
see what my mum and dad look
Show
like?
the evidence.
To get the screenshot.
Show the evidence where you told me that's your uncle.
Real, so you didn't ask Vimto for this picture and she didn't tell you that was my uncle?
You sent it to me.
No, I didn't.
And Vimto did not tell me that's your uncle.
Vimto. Oh, You are a
Where's
dirty
my phone?
little
Where's
liar,
my
aren't
phone?
you? Did you share this picture today and say that was my father?
Yes, I did.
Yeah? Well, aren't you disgusting? Why are you going on about my parents?
Because you told me that was your parents.
No, I didn't. Why are you bringing up people's parents in the first place? However, that is not my dad, that's my uncle. But why did you stoop so low
Right,
to do
Vimpto never
that?
sent me that picture.
Is
Yo,
it
she
okay
didn't,
for
did
us to
she?
share pictures that we get sent? Because you sent me a picture. Whose little ginger-haired grandchild is it that you sent me, Still? A photo of a little redhead.
I never
Oh,
sent you nothing.
wow.
You absolutely did. I've got a picture of a little redhead in a garden. And you
Show
said
me.
it's one of your mate's grandchildren. Well, can I
Show
put
me.
it on here then? Can I put it on
Yeah,
here? Because it's
yeah. You go. Go ahead. Show
right.
it.
Yeah, one of your friend. It's one of your friends. You sent it to me, Still.
Come on.
So Red is
Answer.
going to
Why are
show
you
children, by
bringing
the way.
my
Remember
mum and
that.
dad
Red's showing
right
Just
into
children.
this?
remember, Still sent
Red
it
is
to me.
showing
One of his
children.
friends on his grandchild.
Oh, wow.
Red is showing children's pictures. Remember that.
No, you're
Have I sent?
storing
Have I
children's
showed it
pictures.
still?
No,
Have I showed?
he just
Still
told you
doxes
to.
children's
1 minute,
addresses.
Vip, so I'll
People.
look now.
Who's the children that I doxed
He's
then?
Whose
deleted
addresses have you dox?
he's
People with.
deleted all the messages with him, the little
Listen,
bitch.
I will tell you now, yeah? If you come for me, I am
Shut
going to...
up.
You wanted your answer. Why are
Shut
you
the
muting me?
fuck up.
Why are you muting me?
Shut up.
You don't like the truth.
Shut
Oh,
up,
still,
because you're
you
a
wouldn't know
fucking
truth
liar.
if it smacked you in the face. Like I'm a murderer's accomplice. Is that the truth, still?
I can't be bothered to keep fucking muting him. He can wait till Shell comes back with a screenshot, because unfortunately for him, I took a screenshot of it and I sent it straight to her, saying, I've told him it's your Uncle Chris.
That's all right, because he's posted that I'm. By the way, I've
He's
looked
a
into
liar.
this. This
You know what
person
he
that
did?
committed
No,
this
mate.
murder in my
He's been
area
on
wasn't
some,
even married.
mate, he's been onto the WhatsApp chat that he had with
1 minute, guys. I'm just in my images now, so you just bear with me. I think Vimpto's probably got a call. She'll be back in a minute. But yeah, see what he's done today? He's evil.
he's deleted all my chat with him. That's what he's done.
I'm
So
looking at Vimpto. I store everything.
I was
Don't
gonna
forget.
say
I'll
you
be back in a
should
minute.
have it. I've sent it to you with my message underneath saying, because you'd said to me, tell him it's my Uncle Chris. So I did.
Yep, it's all right. I'll be back in a minute. By the way, it is my Uncle Chris, guys. Look, that's my family. That's all we have left. And yet he thought he could come on here today and go, that's my dad. No, he needs to get his facts right. And I'd love to see him square up to this man and start accusing him of things. OMG. But yeah, Stella's just a little bitch. That's my dad right there. Horrible he is. That is what you are,
I
Stella.
don't
Horrible.
know, Paul. He sent me a picture of a little redhead. I've just had a look at it. It's not in a garden. It's at a holiday park, Lions Holiday Park. There's a blue deck chair in the background. I don't know why he sent it to me. Can't remember. But he does send other people, like photos that other people have sent him. He'll send on to other people. Don't send him pictures of your kids.